Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading. Move these over here for Leo. So Leo, this is a weekly reading, so just take it how it best resonates. I'm going to try to look at every aspect of your life and see what comes up here. All right, believe in you can succeed. So someone's been feeling kind of helpless and hopeless, feeling like there's no hope. Okay, but there is, because I see abundance coming in. I do see a success. It's about believing in yourself, believing you can have success. Yeah, some of you need to take a little break, a little rest, and reconsider. If it's not yourself, it's someone else, because it's all about believing you can succeed, looking at the bright side. See, there's abundance coming in. If some of you have felt like it's hopeless, that the same thing keeps happening, it's saying to take a little bit of a break. Yeah, so someone here is definitely taking rest and kind of reconsidering something here. Yeah, so we have daydreams, decisions. Someone's trying to figure something out here. Yeah, someone here is definitely sort of fantasizing, maybe romanticizing. Yeah, it has to do with someone taking the lead, but it's someone having to figure something out. They're going to make a decision. There's a decision that has to do with taking the lead. Now, this could be a job opportunity, taking a leadership position. But if you're finding yourself, feeling uncertain, feeling you don't believe in yourself to succeed, take a little break, sleep on it, and reconsider. Okay? Looks like there's someone here reconsidering. Yeah, about taking the lead here. Yeah, or moving on. Yeah, you see, someone has possibly left something behind, though. It's often a person here who, because this is someone coming from somewhere. So it's an energy of believing in success, full steam ahead, moving forward. It's about moving past this energy of feeling like there's no hope to either meet someone new or a new job. But you can see there's hope. There's always hope. Okay? Often it's just really good to take a break and reconsider. Someone's reconsidering here because it has to do with this walking away. Someone's trying to figure something out. It could be yourself here or someone else walking away from a decision here, but somebody's in their head. See, often a 7 is all isn't what it seems. We'll see. Let's have a look at the 6 of, it's sort of like I wouldn't say 6 of Swords, but it could be. It's just, there's a boat here, but it's more, I feel it's more, even though it's a 6, it's about moving forward. It could have to do with love. But I feel it has to do with just really believing in yourself and full steam ahead here. Okay. It's all about pushing through that feeling. Believing and succeeding. Actually, I'm going to grab this deck here. Tell me about this believe and succeed. See, if you believe in yourself, you can succeed. Yeah. We got someone who's been trapped in their head, a pattern, a habit, feeling like it's hopeless, doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, we got someone, this could be yourself, Leo. It could be Aries or Sagittarius, Scorpio. But it's an energy of someone here who's generally bold and confident. But it's someone who keeps doing the same thing. It's definitely someone who I feel is successful in some ways. But I feel if it has to do with love, it's definitely someone who kind of, keeps doing the same thing. But someone's in their head here. Someone's about to have a breakthrough because I do see rest and reconsidering. Someone's taking a look at this. Yeah. It's about asking someone out, a heartfelt message, communication, someone taking action. Let's have a look at daydream and decision. Yeah, it's a person who wasn't feeling confident, now feeling more confident. This person's taming that beast in themselves. No, the beast, this is a person who generally focuses. When they want something, they go after it. But it's sometimes a person who, it is a little bit of it's obsessive thinking, but it's someone who keeps doing the same thing, you see. So they're not really they're having success in some areas in their life, but maybe not in relationships. But it has to do with someone reconsidering here. Yeah, someone's thinking, and it could be someone who's moved on, but you can see it's about taking the lead. Feeling the confidence to take the lead. This is generally a natural born leader, someone who takes the lead. This is somebody, a person of authority often, but it could be a higher paid job. Yeah, interesting. Tell me about this lead. Why is this here? Yeah, it has to do with getting out, socializing, some sort of gathering, and some kind of good news. Yeah. It's an energy of someone who, and I'm going to tell you, to me it looks as though this is a person who knows what they want, but you can see they're looking at this. They're in their head. They keep doing the same thing. And it just feels hopeless. It's almost where they're at the point of giving up, but they're not, because they're taking a little break. They're getting out of their head and they're reconsidering something. I think somebody here is hoping that you'll reconsider something here. Now, this could do with anything. Yeah, and I mean, it has to do with moving on. Yeah, see, exploring other options, opportunities. Someone's trying to decide if they should just move on. And it could be yourself here. See, opportunity. This is someone who generally knows a good thing when they see it. But this is someone looking at how things have played out. See, doing the same thing over and over again. I think this is just somebody here. It could be someone who works a lot because they want to be successful. But it's telling me here it has to do with some kind of breakthrough. Yeah, it's a person rethinking. See, someone who rushed in without thinking, someone who keeps doing that. So now they're thinking things through, reconsidering. Nice. That's what you want. Someone choosing their battles. So somebody was choosing their battles here. But this is someone who's, I feel, learning to think before they act kind of energy, to think it through. Yeah. Yeah, someone's pride. See, someone here, it has to do with some of the same thing keeps happening, focusing on success. So I see victories here. But someone here, when it comes to relationships, they haven't had a lot of victory. Someone's pride or ego getting in the way. But it's about being able to provide. See, providing. This could be someone who keeps getting into situations where they provide everything. But I feel it's just someone who focuses a lot on success. But I feel like their ego or pride gets in the way. Yeah. This is definitely burden. See, somebody here is releasing some burdens. This is someone who often has a lot on their plate, working multiple jobs, determined to be successful. They really believe in the things that they're doing. But I feel this is someone who's having a victory, someone paying off bills, debt, whatever it is they're doing. But you can see burdens, responsibility, a lot of weight on their shoulders. But this is somebody now releasing some of this. It could be somebody, see, teaching something here. This is someone giving someone advice. It's about being enlightened, seeing the truth. Somebody in this social circle, a friend or someone here. Someone telling someone something here. Yeah, see, too much focus on money. Too much focus on money, career, doing the same thing. Work, 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 no play kind of energy. Yeah, it's an energy to focus a little on the love. It's all about balance. Okay, this is someone who always looks ahead, always likes to, they like to plan ahead. They plan for, this is somebody who has like plan A, plan B when it comes to money and stability, but it has to do with, dating, courting. It's time to get out there again. Someone's giving someone advice too. Yeah, this is someone who felt like there's no hope, feeling kind of sad, bummed out about it. But this is someone who has some kind of regrets, because it looks like someone who's missed an opportunity here. Been procrastinating. It could be someone who has lots of choices, or it has lots of options and plenty of choices, but they feel like there's no hope, because it's like the same thing keeps happening. People chase them because they're stable or financially, or it's them. But this is someone having a breakthrough. It's about breaking free. So yeah, this is a person who's confident. See, they're taming that beast within themselves. Breaking free. Planning, preparing, hoping for the best. See, someone who comes into a situation kind of thinking like it's not going to go anywhere, it's not going to be successful, so it's not. So it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy in itself. But someone's telling this person and giving advice. Someone's enlightening someone here. Probably a friend or family member. Yeah, see, someone releasing things that no longer serve. See, letting go. Releasing this. Pride and ego. Someone's pride. They just want to take great pride in their goals. They're very ambitious. They've achieved a lot, but they haven't achieved a relationship, something long term. So this is someone letting go here. Yeah, but it has to do with someone's worth and value, respect, self-respect, self-worth. Yeah, I feel like it's someone here where they feel a situation doesn't serve. See, it's almost like this person feels every time someone comes in, it's not in their, people don't have their best interest at heart. That they only cared about what this person's worth. And I do see financially. So, yeah, someone's just releasing this all, their pride, their ego. See, planning, preparing. They're starting to kind of hope for the best here. Yeah, see their lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves. Yeah. This is someone who's definitely dealt with something that wasn't long term, but it's looking at why it wasn't successful. Well, because they keep doing the same thing. Someone who obviously doesn't give someone enough attention, lack of romance, because they focus more on their financial success, and they keep doing it. But this is someone having a breakthrough. It's time to break free. I see this energy of exploring. This is someone who's explored, dated a lot of people, explored some options. They feel it's hopeless. More than likely finding someone on the same page with a similar lifestyle. Somebody who focuses on their goals and they're ambitious. It's like they're not connecting with anyone who's ambitious like themselves. So it's all about being on the same page, yeah. This is someone who definitely needs to change some things, structure. It's an energy of changing their structure, their life a little bit, to have time to get out and socialize. But there's some kind of good news. See, taking the lead. This is someone who knows. It's about taking the lead. But now this could be to do with a leadership role, because the Five of Cups is there too. This is somebody, a person of authority. See, taking the lead. There's knowledge, wisdom, this energy. They have a scroll in their hand, so there's a lot of wisdom. It's a king, basically. Actually, it's an emperor. Yeah. This is someone feeling confident. They know what they want. This is someone who wants someone who has a similar lifestyle. But I do see the need for structural changes. See, releasing some old habits, patterns. But I see this person has friends who are like family, loyal friends and family. Somebody here who's loyal, a friend. It's an energy of being a little neutral, but just giving some kind of advice. Someone's enlightening someone. It has to do with how someone conducts themselves. So there's really some positive news. Yeah, I see choices to be made. Somebody who has everything but love. They love what they do. They're someone who's actually married more to their job than they are the people that they've courted, dated, or been in a relationship with. Yeah. Some of you, there is a leadership role here, a contract or a negotiation, to take a leadership role. Someone here who just really does love what they do, but I'm going to be honest, someone isn't loving what they do as far as work because it's a lot of pressure, weight. See, it's somebody who wants to explore. They want to have an adventure. So I feel, some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius here. So they're feeling really sad about something, some sort of regret. Just looking at this past energy. Yeah. See, all work, no play. Somebody who works, focuses on work, always perfecting their craft. They're a perfectionist. Somebody with a lot of skills too. Like they really take pride in the things that they do. And this is good. But it's also someone who always ends up being the provider. See, they always have to provide for their partners, their relationships. They're the one doing all the work. So you can see they have a lot of weight on their shoulders. This is somebody who actually, I feel, it's not serving them. See, it's not serving them. They need to release it. There's time structural changes. Yeah. Habits, patterns, see? So someone about to make a decision. Yeah, out with the old, in with the new, but it's also healing, taking a break. This is someone who really needs a break. But it's about connecting. Like I do see relationships, wanting to date, exploring some options. This is someone who has options, but I feel they're not, it's like they're not interested. They're never on the same page. Their lifestyles are too different. It never works. And it's also an energy of too much work. Yeah, someone who does all the providing. See, and this is why I feel this is often a person. Definitely they have choices here, but like I say, this is somebody who actually wants love. And I do see the love of friends and family. They got supportive people around them. Very loving friends, very loyal. Nice. But it is an energy of healing. Out with the old, in with the new. But big life path choice this person's about to make. Yeah, somebody here who's like themselves. A partner, someone who has a similar lifestyle, somebody who focuses on their goals, they're ambitious. You see, leadership roles, leaders. Yeah, so if you are the feminine energy here, this is an energy of some sort of decision, choices. Some of you may have several choices here, but I do see healing from something or just making a decision, out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, some sort of judgment, contract or negotiation, some sort of an agreement. So there's all kinds of things going on here. But this is about two people here working together. The couple that work together, play together, stay together energy, right? But it takes two, because this is somebody who has a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of pressure. They're always the one providing in their relationships. They always have to provide, so they work because they want to be a good provider. Very creative, very hardworking, a lot of self-discipline, structure. But they need someone who's on the same page. Yeah, interesting. And I would be surprised if it's both of you feeling the same. Yeah, someone's trusting their intuition, their inner knowing here. Yeah, someone's keeping things all in, keeping things to themselves. Someone's trusting that inner knowing. You probably know who this person is. They're about to make a decision. Tell me about this Seven of Cups energy. This is two people who generally know a good thing when they see it. Yeah, someone's ending all their options. See, they're not interested, like I say, because it's like the same thing keeps happening. People chase them for what they can provide financially. It's not about love. This person's someone who wants love, I can tell. So there is an ending. Somebody is ending something with someone here, out with the old, in with the new. This person's coming in to take the lead. Oh, wow. See, every ending leads to a new beginning. Someone's ending all their options, or just somebody's ending procrastination and making a decision. It's a person who wants to build, but it has to do with putting in the effort too. See, putting more effort into relationships. It's all about balance. Balancing work and play. As soon as I said that, out it come. Yeah, we have the start of something new. The Empress. The Empress. Yeah, we got someone looking at the situation, the details here. It's an energy of procrastinating, communicating. This actually goes here. Yeah. So it is an ending and a new beginning. So we have this beautiful Empress energy. We see it's basically an Emperor and Empress. Person of authority. Yeah, this is someone looking at the situation here very carefully. Some apprehension. It's an energy of communication, but some of you may have someone you're ending it with because there's a lack of clarity or they don't communicate. Someone here has definitely made a bad decision at some point here, but like I say, it's about releasing pride. Okay, releasing the ego. Letting go of some of that pride. But it's an energy, like I say, it's also someone who's proud of their achievements, proud of their goals. Yeah, you should always pat yourself on the back for your goals and reward yourself. But I feel we have feminine energy here, someone who's open to talk, to communicate. So something is over. Now, it's either the feminine who's ended something, because I do see two energies up here, but I feel like it's, for some of you, it's the same person, their energy. I see someone creative. I see an energy of creativity. Somebody perfecting their craft, putting in effort. They work. See, someone's a workaholic. They're married to their job. It's now time to think about commitment. Yeah, we got a person ending all their options here. Ending procrastination. Someone's looking at how something played out or how something ended. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so it has to do with a house and a home. Yeah, somebody wants to, they're ready for a fresh new start here. Someone's planning, preparing their house, their home, Could be a fresh coat of paint, freshening things up as well here. So someone getting ready. This is a person who wants to be able to provide. But some of you, like I feel, it's about what both people provide. Because this is someone who's always having to provide everything. So they work. They have to. It's a person who has no choice. So I'm going to bring this other deck. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Someone's ready to explore. New connections, you know. Yeah, see, they're ready to manifest, communicate. They have everything they need. But love. But a partner. Someone to do things with. Someone to share time with. Or to share the responsibilities. So someone who's worked really, really hard their whole life. Yeah, someone needs to let go of the ego, though. A little bit of an ego there. But like I say, it's just like I say, somebody just takes so much pride in what they do. And they really do love what they do. It's where it makes them feel good, right? Being successful. But it's a 6 here. Love, see, believing. This is someone just felt like there was no hope. They weren't believing in themselves. It's almost like this person's thinking about how their career started, a job started. This is often someone, Emperor, self-made business. See, somebody who stayed focused. They had drive and ambitious. They were successful. Now they need to apply that same energy into a relationship because they have everything they need. But it's about manifesting something new, starting something new. See, the skills that two people have, what you both bring to the table is here as well. Tell me more about the Magician. The Magician, yeah. We got some temperance. So someone taking a step back, see, feeling a little uneasy, feeling something is off. So it's an energy of someone who keeps doing the same thing. It's picking the same kind of person. Somebody keeps picking the same kind of people they have to provide for or interested in because of what they can provide. And they end up doing all the work. It's a masculine. Because they're picking people who don't work. They provide. And I don't think this person has an issue. But for the most part, except for, I feel like they just feel like there's not a lot of hope. It's never long term. So, yeah. So this is someone choosing a different type. They're ready to manifest. They're preparing. Making sure they have everything they need. See, this is someone been preparing. They're getting ready. Nice. I feel two people like to plan and prepare ahead. King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, something mutual, something similar about the two of you. Tell me about this Judgment. It could be somebody who wants a reconciliation. Somebody could be taking a rest and reconsider. It's possible because they're looking at things a little different now. You know, there's that King of Pentacles. See, out with the old, in with the new. Someone who's a different type. I think it's both of you. Some of you have a type. They're all players. So it's an energy of breaking free. It's both people breaking free from habit patterns, types, stereotypes, all these kinds of things. There we go. Someone here has learned something. I do see education, something being learned. It's about someone's history, lifestyle. And there's the Star. Yeah, somebody holds somebody in high regard, but it's all about healing, self-worth, self-value, but all these things that need to release. Some of you are releasing someone here, though. If you have two, I would say there's two people the same, but one of these isn't like the other. It's interesting because this is very similar to Aries read. Not completely, but there's a lot here that's similar. See, releasing. Willingly letting go, making a decision, letting go of anything that no longer serves. But it's someone who often feels the situation's out of reach or someone's out of their league because it could be just low self-esteem. I mean, because I do see this energy of kind of lack and loneliness there, feeling hopeless. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you, if there is two, one of these isn't like the other. One of them takes pride in all the things they do. They like to provide. The other person's more concerned what the other person can provide for them. So you see, that's the difference. So if you've got a choice, really pay attention to the signs and the signals. Trust your intuition. If something's off, it probably is. And that kind of looks like something has ended. Somebody who keeps their options open or treats you like an option. Often it's a person who just comes in when they want attention. But when you want attention, they ghost or ignore or just don't respond. So it has to do with respect and lack of respect in that situation. But yeah, it's saying to trust your intuition if you are the feminine. But this, I feel that someone here who already knows the answers they're seeking when it comes to you. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, their other half. Somebody who, it's about two people, what each other can provide. Yeah. See, look at that, providing for each other, looking out for each other long term. So yeah, out with the old, in with the new. But this new person, I feel, is your type. And I do feel like it's just sort of like feeling a little unsure, a little apprehensive. One of these people is someone who communicates in a way where they're a little mischievous. See, a little bit of manipulation, where somebody just wants attention. And then you give them the attention that they want, and then they drop you, like they end it and start something with another person. A person who has treats you like an option. You're nobody's option, Leo. Okay, masculine or feminine. Yeah, see, focus, drive, ambition. Looking out for yourself. I'm going to tell you, you and this one person is stable financially. So one of these people is someone who provides. They're generous. But they also get chased. Both of these people are people who get chased because they're financially stable. But one of them's more concerned about being able to provide for you, not what you can provide for them, where the other person's the other way around. And that's what it's telling you to watch. But it's about the two of you, what you're going to be able to provide. Yeah, watch out for the person, how they communicate. It's somebody who'll come in and go, hey, what you doing? And it's what they're hoping is you'll invite them to their home. They want you to do the work. You see, they focus on work and they want you to do the work. I'll come to your home. You provide for me. Fill my cup. Give me what I want. You know the drill, right? You probably know who it is. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of you have healed from this already, because the Empress is here and you've already let this person go and you've learned and I do see, the value of hard work. I do. And I think there's somebody here who sees you that way, because there's two King of Pentacles here, just like in the Aries read, which is interesting. So, because I'm seeing Aries, Leo, and Sag here. And Scorpio for some of you. Yep, see? All work, no play, work, staying focused, doing the same thing over and over. Both of you and another person have a type. But the interesting thing is you're going to come together with this person and you are focused. All work, no play, definitely. So it's all about breaking free. Someone's going to reach out and want to know if you're free, if you want to get together. But just watch out for this, because this is somebody needing a break. But one of these people comes in right. They come in and actually ask you out on a date. That's how you're going to know they're different. They're going to ask you out. The other person wants to come to your home and they want you. They won't come right out and speak it. They're not real. They're not showing their true self. Okay? They don't want a real relationship. That's what I feel. I'm not a fan of the Page of Pentacles. And the reason being, it's a page. They don't communicate clearly. They don't even really tell you what they want, but they want you to offer the cup. It's mischievous. Where the other person they're real. They come in right and they actually ask you on a date. See, one of them isn't like the other. One of them will date you, court you in a traditional manner. The other one doesn't follow the rules. They don't play by society's rules. And the one of them will take the lead. The other one kind of wants you to. Yeah, a little caution there. Yep, see, opportunity. Someone who does the same thing over and over again. The person who comes in is never going to change. Okay, one of these people isn't going to change. You're the one who's going to change if you're the feminine here, okay? And if you're the masculine, then people only chase you because you're either good looking, you have money, all these things, but they don't really value you. Okay, they don't see your worth. They just kind of want what, it's people who just want what they want, basically, for the time being. But yeah, so one of them is someone who comes in and offers this cup, but they want you to offer the cup. So it's telling you not to do that with this person. Yeah, you got somebody else coming in. Yeah, it's telling you to trust your intuition. You already know. You know, because you're going to look at how this all played out, right? You know. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are just, you know what you're going to do. But the interesting thing is there's someone here who already knows kind of what to expect, okay? But they come in to take the lead. One of them wants you to take the lead. They want you to be the one to, invite me to your home, cook for me, do for me, whatever it is. Yeah, look at that. See, this is something that changed you probably forever. So someone who'll come back around and do the same thing over and over. So I feel that not only you breaking free, focusing on success and manifesting this other person who's going to come in and actually take you on, somebody who'll date you, court you properly. They'll respect you. Okay? So big decision here. I think you got this. And look at this. There we go. See, putting on the brakes, taking a leap of faith. Some of you are taking your power back from someone here by not filling their cup, by not inviting them to your home. The other person takes the lead. They want this to be successful, so they take you out on a date. Someone who comes in right. See, someone's going to come in right, and one of these people is right for you. And one of them is not. Both of them have King of Pentacle energy, and one of them has King of Wands energy. They both could. I see Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio. But yeah, someone is ending all their options. See, they come in right. They're ending their options. Some of you are finished with someone. It's done, and you've moved on. Yeah. Nice. Or it's the other person who's doing that. Yeah, it's an energy of movement. Somebody's making a move. See, it's who's making the first move. If you are the feminine, it's just letting that person, it's nothing wrong with a feminine making the first move, but the whole point of this is this person coming in right, asking you on a date. Courting, dating, society's rules, structure. This is someone who doesn't follow structure. One of these people doesn't follow the rules. They don't play by the rules. They just do however they want. Yeah. Now you got a leader coming in. Emperor and Empress energy, two of you. You're going to be on the same page. You're going to get each other. There's mutual energy. You're going to really get each other. Look at this happiness, emotion. See, filling each other's cup, giving each other what you need. The other person just wants you to give them what they need, and then they put on the brakes because they don't want to. This is someone who doesn't want to make any kind. They don't want a commitment. They want an open relationship. They want to keep their options open. The person who treats you like an option, yeah. It's all about your self-respect. Yeah, see, a single person. Yeah, two single people. You're going to connect with this other person because it is somebody here who definitely wants love. I do feel that there's someone here who, sees opportunity with you. But someone's ending all their options here. Like they come in, that's the thing, is one of them comes in right. They end as soon as you might have a date, and then they realize they like you and they want to go down this path, so they close out that cycle of all the options where the other person doesn't. Yeah. Like I say, emotional fulfillment. Somebody here knows you're single too. But one of these people just wants to be single. They want an open relationship. The other person will commit. They are a person who likes commitment. Yeah, one person here, see, one of these people doesn't want to sacrifice everything that they've worked for because maybe they've been taken advantage of, or like I say, both could be people who've had to provide. But somebody here is healing, and the other person, you're healing, you're releasing this. The other person's not healing. Yeah, I mean, it could go here, but I'm going to put it here just so I can remember that because that's where it's coming from. Yeah, see, somebody else just wants one person, just one. The other person wants to open relationship. They don't want to sacrifice anything. They don't want to put the work in. They want you. So the feminine here has to look at what you're giving up, what you're sacrificing. Especially if you've gone through some sort of, something here changed you forever. I can see it. Where you're ambitious, you're focused. You know exactly what you want with that energy. But I feel it's all about choosing the one, just one. Yeah, somebody's making a choice. They're choosing you. Both of these have options. They're both people that get chased, but one of them will end their options. You might have a date with this person and then they decide they want to move forward. Very nice. See, positive news. Introducing to friends and family, taking things to the next level. See, you got someone here, I feel, it doesn't go to the next level. Somebody who's kind of sneaky. But one of these people fantasizes, romanticizes about being with you. They see you as the one, you know, introducing their friends and family, seeing that, you know, you just fit. It's something you've been waiting for. See, this energy, it's too little too late for someone. If you were waiting for this person, I feel, like I say, they don't want to sacrifice, but you also have to look at what you're sacrificing. Definitely keep your options open until someone comes in and they make some kind of commitment. But I like the one person because they are, one of them isn't like the other. And it could be just where you're reflecting on this. People that you've dated, how things have played out, things that have happened. So like I say, it's okay to kind of wait and hope the person that you want comes in. But while you're waiting, I feel someone else is coming in. And they're not the same as, they're similar. They're your type, but they're different than the other person. There's something different about them. I think it's because they respect you. They ask you out on a date. They do things in a more tradition. So if you're a traditional person, you like to be courted and taken out on a date for the feminine, or you're a masculine and you like to take the lead. Because when someone takes the lead, you know they're confident. Right? Yeah. See, waiting for the right person, someone who's on the same page. You and the other person, different lifestyles. See, they don't, and the other person, they're happy to provide. But they see all this beautiful energy, everything they could ever hope for, somebody who they don't have to provide everything for. And you can both lift some weight off each other's shoulders, because there's someone here who always has a lot of weight and pressure. They pay for everything. They don't have anyone who they can rely on, or anyone who's there for them when they need a helping hand, you know. They're the one paying all the bills, always having to plan ahead to be ready for anything. So all they do is work. But it hurts their relationships, I feel. So this is someone who sees coming together. There's more time to go out and socialize and have fun. I just see a lot of happiness, happy home, happy life. This one person's really fantasizing. The other person doesn't want to sacrifice. They just want to be single. Yeah, they just want to be single here. They want that open relationship. Now, whatever two people agree upon. See, somebody here wants friends with benefits kind of energy. But the other person actually is someone who likes to commit. They have good morals and values. I feel like you're just in alignment. I feel like you're just going to be in alignment with this one person here. Yeah, the other person, like I say, they don't want to sacrifice anything. Yeah, they're just not investing, you know. And they don't show enough interest either. Anybody who doesn't invest or take you out on dates or introduce their friends and family, they're not truly emotionally invested. They're not interested in commitment. They're invested in self. You know, they only look out for number one, you know. They're all about that. Yeah. Interesting read. Tell me a little more about this Six of Wands and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, that's the start of something new, being open, Empress, you see? Beautiful energy. What you've been putting out there, your generosity, showering abundance, it's about to come back to you. The type of person that you've been dating who's taken advantage of you, I feel like you've healed, you're free. And you're moving forward towards success. I see the feminine being successful. Very nice. But you and another person here, you're going to provide for each other. Kindness, compassion, caring, help pay the bills, help do things, focus on the house and home, doing things together. You're just going to be in a lot more in alignment with them. Because some of you have had that too, where you did all the work. You don't want to sacrifice your goals and ambition for somebody who wants you to do all the work. You see? Somebody here is respectful. They'll plan ahead. They'll talk to you and say, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Do you want to go out? Where the other person just kind of comes in. Yeah. I say it's an energy. King and Queen of Pentacles like to stay balanced. Yeah. I think you're going to block someone or push them away. You're definitely going to stand up for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. See, there's been hurt. I wouldn't even doubt if there was a third party. See, it's somebody you can't. There's been hurt and heartache here. Yeah, you're not interested. Somebody may have put you in a third party or hurt you. Yeah. I see this energy of leaving something behind, reflecting on the past. That could be another person, like the masculine could be an Aries up here. I wouldn't, or Sag. I feel like this is someone, it's them leaving something behind. One of these people is looking back, how things played out. You know, they're seeing why. And they're leaving it behind and ready to go down this path. One of them is committal. The other person isn't. Yeah, I feel like some of you, you've changed forever. Out comes the Queen of Swords, trusting your inner knowing. It's like you already know. I feel you know both of these people, but it's possible you could have someone new. This is a sign of someone new getting ready, preparing to come in. Yeah. Yeah, you're finished with something. It's done. Was the straw that broke the camel's back. Somebody, third party, or somebody was deceptive or just hurt you, or they treated you like an option. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, see, it changes you forever. Transformation, endings lead to new beginnings. Yeah, you got this person who's kind of been preparing, getting themselves ready. This has to do with changing schedules, routine. Someone's ready for change, a lifestyle change. It's a person preparing. And I wouldn't be surprised if this King and Queen of Pentacles have both been preparing, because you're manifesting here. One of them isn't like the other two, and you know it. So pretty good energy. And as far as work, I do see work, abundance, creative pursuits, negotiations, contracts. I do feel some of you have work, something coming in. It's going to create a lot of change, structural change, lifestyle changes. You're going to be learning something new. You may, like I say, especially for masculine energies, could be feminine leadership roles, higher pay, possibly here too. Yeah, it's really nice energy. But yeah, like I say, end of options and leaving all those options behind. You both know a good thing when you see it. And I just like the friends, the family, the soul family energy. You're all on the same page. You get each other. I feel like you'll be comfortable. Yeah. See, it's a home. Friends, families, could be a place where you get together. This is someone who'll be more than proud to introduce you to their friends and family. The other person, no, they don't want to sacrifice. They more than likely got secrets. I feel like you know they're keeping secrets. Someone here has been keeping secrets here. And that's why when they have secrets, they don't want to introduce you to their friends and family. Yeah, so you're not budging and giving in. You're protecting yourself here. Feminine energy. And it is, they're the same, but their energy is they refuse to budge and give in. They're selfish. They're keeping everything to themselves. They don't want to provide anything. They want you to fill my cup, indulge me, give me what I want. Yeah, if you don't, I'll go get it somewhere else kind of energy. Well, Leo, I really feel like you're mastering this situation. Yeah, see, it's the past. See, some of this is just the past. You're reflecting on it, or it's this person coming towards you that is. See, going down a whole new path. Two people coming together. You're going to come together and partner up with someone. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a work thing for some of you too. Yeah, I really feel this is wonderful for you. So I feel like you're on the right path if you're leaving this person behind. No looking back. If they try to come back in and tempt you, I feel the same thing will happen again, and I think you know intuitively. So, okay, look out for yourself, but you're going to come together with someone. This other person, I feel they're just not, your lifestyles are different. They're not somebody who's willing to change. You would be the one sacrificing, making all the changes in the best case scenario. So take care. Bye for now.